This is Brother Donnie, Country Homestead Preacher. It's been a while since we did a video and thought we would do a video today on a strange topic coming from a country preacher, but today I want to talk to you about coffee. And here for a couple of months, my wife and I have been researching about coffee and specifically the effects of chemicals on coffee. And we found out that coffee and tea are one of the most highly treated products that there are, as far as a Roundup, other pesticides, especially when it gets to the harvesting process. They really treat a lot of coffee and tea with a lot of different chemicals. So I wanted to put a video together. I want to show you what we've discovered. And again, I'm a pretty avid coffee drinker. Jennifer is as well. I drink probably 3 cups a day. Jennifer probably drinks 1.5 cups a day. And I know a lot of people drink coffee. So we're trying to get as chemical free as possible in our day-to-day living. And part of that is our coffee drinking. So I've not been paid by any of these places here. This is simply us trying something out that seems to be working, and I'm putting the information on to you. Now, first of all, Jennifer's coffee, this brand, she uses instant coffee. And I'm not endorsing Whole Foods or anywhere, but we buy this particular brand at Whole Foods. This is instant coffee. It's USDA, it's chemical free, it's fair trade, and it takes a couple of scoops, and Jennifer uses this every single day. The problem with this is this one jar, which is 3.53 ounces, is $10.80 a jar, which is pretty costly, $10.80. Now, she probably uses a jar, I'd say, what, honey, a jar a month, maybe, month and a half, probably a jar a month. But there are options out there for those who do like instant coffee, which I don't care for instant coffee. I like regular coffee. Now, the coffee that I enjoy, that I have discovered just a couple of weeks ago, is called Gimme Coffee, not chemicals. And it's a company, I believe, out of Pennsylvania. And again, I have no support. They're not paying me. I bought this coffee. This particular bag costs about 14 bucks, and it is, I can't remember how many ounces it is, but I mean, it's a good sized bag, and the beans that comes in the bag, if you can see, are some very good looking coffee beans. Now, you can buy this coffee either in bean form or already ground up. So what I did, I went online and I purchased a grinder. Now, the problem with this grinder is it's small, and I purchased one of these so that if the power goes out, if we didn't have any battery backup or whatever, I could still grind up coffee. You just take this off. You just put a little coffee inside here. You see it don't hold very much. And you just put your top on and you go to it. And you just grind away. Now, I will not show you, but I have discovered that you can take a drill and put on the top of this and use it to grind your coffee. That's a little hack there. So that's what it gives you in the bottom. And it's pretty fine ground up coffee. This is the end result. And I like dark roast coffee. But now this coffee, again, you can buy in the bean unground or the ground form. And this is the consistency I grind it up. It's almost like powder. And depending on what kind of grinder you get, your grinder will have settings for what, if you like stronger coffee or weaker coffee or whatever. Now, getting to the good part. The coffee is good, about 14 bucks. We also purchased a special coffee pot. Now, what I used to have in this very spot is a Keurig. And the Keurig was the single cup. I used it for years. But we are trying to get off the plastic products because we discovered as hot water goes through the plastic products, chemicals are able possibly to leach out into the coffee. And plastics are one of the things that take so many different chemicals to put together. So we did some research and we found this company called Grosh which is it's a company that makes coffee products. It makes lemonade products, different products. And again, I'm not a paid endorser of this product. I bought this. This pot cost about, I think it was about 40 bucks. Now the great thing about this company is that this company supports clean water all around the world. And as a matter of fact, with us buying this particular coffee pot, now I call it a coffee pot, coffee jar, whatever. With us buying this provides 50 days of clean water for somebody around the world. Now I'm going to show you how this works. Now, I'm an old country boy. Y'all can see that. I'm from the country. I was raised on a percolator pot. I was raised on instant coffee. You use the Keurig. This is pretty cool here. And this is what you do. And I tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll give one of these away. I'll buy another one and we'll give that away for a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So what comes in the box is essentially what you see. It's got the actual pot itself, which has got a rubber grip on it. You use it, it's got the pouring spout, and you just pour your water off into it. It's got the inner portion, which is kind of like the percolation mode. And I don't know if you can see, but you'll see a little hole on the bottom. That's where the coffee runs through. And this is the filter. All stainless steel, no plastic products. It's actually a couple of filters in here together. You can see it there. It simply goes down in here. This goes on top. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to demonstrate. We also, by the way, trying to get rid of plastic again and any other thing that we can, we purchased a all glass teapot. These are not very expensive. It's not big, but once I heat the water up, you can see I've heated the water up. I have figured out that it takes me, and I like it a little stronger, mind you, it takes me about 3 scoops for 1 cup of water. 3 scoops for 1 cup of water. Now, I'm not going to measure the exact cup out, but usually what I would do, I'd get my measuring cup and I would measure. Well, I tell you, I'll go ahead and do that since I'll show you exactly how I make it. And I'll measure out 1 cup into my cup. And I know it seems like a lot of work because, you know, with the Keurig, all I'd have to do is take a little plastic thing in there, stick it in the thing, and then got coffee. So come around here, Jennifer, let's see. I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna pour this in, and it advises you to pour it all around the thing. And I usually do just a little bit extra, maybe another couple of teaspoons. And you can see it, I don't know if you can tell, but you can see it coming out the bottom there. And what that's doing is almost acting like a percolator, so that it's running through, and you let that run through. And again, you can suit it for your own taste, whether it's stronger coffee or whether it's weaker coffee. Like for instance, after I make my cup, Jennifer can take and pour her a cup through the same coffee grinds, and it's still strong enough for her, whereas I like it a little stronger. So you kind of let it go and let it go through, and you can tell, did you get a shot inside there? You can tell it's operating the same as a percolator. It's just going right back through. This is a very cool, I've never seen anything like this. And now, again, I'm from the country, so I really hadn't seen a whole lot of coffee pots, but this makes about close to 30 ounces of coffee. So I'll take this off, and you got to be careful because it is in different pieces, and I'll set that right there. And as you can see, I've got coffee, approximately a cup, and I pour that over in there. Now, one thing that I'm going to have to do is I use a thermos bottle at work. Sometimes I take coffee with me. So I'm going to have to work out those measurements. And that's good. And that came by just trying spoonfuls, a little more, a little less, till we got it to where I thought it was right. your taste would dictate what you would want. So again, just to recap, have the Gimme Coffee, and the company actually is called, the company is Gimme the Good Stuff. And you can check them out online. The coffee, I ordered it, they sent it right to the house. That doesn't mean that you can't find, you know, non-GMO coffee at big box stores. You can, but we kind of wanted to try this. And then of course the coffee pot here, every purchase helps someone with clean water, and I will give one of these away for our 1,000 subscriber when we hit that milestone. And really what it comes down to, folks, is the country we have migrated into a people that love convenience. We love convenience. What we're trying to do, we are trying to strip back some of the harmful things that are a result of convenience. We're not opposed to convenience. Listen, I like convenience. You can look at me and tell I like convenience. But we are fixing to get rid of our microwave. We're migrating towards a toaster oven. We're trying to go plastic free. And we're trying to do things that's going to have less chemicals come in our body, because I wouldn't let a robber come in my house and hurt my family. I shouldn't let these chemicals hurt our family as well. So it's important. So again, this is a coffee how-to, and if you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. For the last time, I'm not a paid endorser of any of these products. I bought all these products out of my pocket, and they just happen to work for us. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're walking in the blessings of the Lord. And until I talk to you later, this is Brother Donnie, Country Homestead Preacher. Have the good coffee. Bye-bye.